Alright, here we go. Hi everyone, and welcome. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, here with He-Man and with Booker T. And today on NXT, we're going to see a good show here today on NXT. And hopefully this time, He-Man, you're not going to be falling down like you did. Well, I hope not, Gorilla. I hope not, Gorilla Monsoon. I hope that I do not fall down this time. But you never know what wakefulness does to a doll. You never know what will happen. And somehow Booker T says that you're a follower of the 4-1 bonds of good, somehow an over good doer, and wakefulness makes you fall down. Would you stop, Booker? You know wakefulness makes you fall down too, you know, Booker T. I've seen you take many falls more than once to wakefulness, so you have no room to be guilting or shaming He-Man over it. Gorilla Monsoon says, well, you know, I don't fall down. I didn't fall down as many times as He-Man fell down in one show, you know. And you saw He-Man, he tripped on his feet and landed on his back. You know, yesterday on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, Booker T said, would you be earnest? It isn't funny what happened to He-Man yesterday. Gorilla Monsoon said, you should be ashamed of yourself. Well, Gorilla Monsoon, I can handle this one. Hey, Booker, at least I landed on my back instead of landing Lear down like you did that one time you fell. You know, you fell out of the ring. You know, more like fell, you know, onto the bed. You know, He-Man says. So, anyway, there, I took care of that. He doesn't got any, doesn't have any more, doesn't got any, the truth is he got nothing else to say. He doesn't got any other sneaky comebacks. He-Man says. Well, no, he doesn't, Gorilla Monsoon says. We're still yielding for one of your really good comebacks on that, Booker T. Give me some time, Gorilla and He-Man. I'll come back with something to say about that. Well, now we got Xia Li, you know, the harmful woman from the Far East, or from the Folkreich of Eastland, which we all know Eastland is no Folkreich, it's a speakership, Gorilla Monsoon says, and no one's never had a say in anything that's gone on down there since 9 between 49 YL. Well, we do know, He-Man says, that Eastland started out as kingdoms, and then became one kingdom, and then over time became a Kaiserdom, which became a Folkreich, and then became a speakership. So very rarely do they have any say in what their Gathering or Reich or Shara Lamotes do, or anyone that happens to run them. Booker T said, I don't think anyone really wants a yesteryear class about the yesteryear of Eastland. You know, Booker T said, but it is true, they're not a Folkreich, they're a speakership. Alright, Xia Li says, I always want to have two folks that I can come out. Someone I can come out and give me a true dare. Because as you know, it gets boring, Xia Li goes, when you're the TWF 24/7 fighter, and no one and you beat folks left and right. So I hope someone takes me up on my dare for my TWF light heavyweight, for my TWF 24/7 winnings. Well, sooner or later, you better be careful what you wish for, because sometimes you might get it, Gorilla Monsoon said, and it might not be the way you wanted it. Well, He-Man says Xia Li has been the TWF 24/7 fighter since she came to TWF in the 11th month of last year. He-Man says. And now we have Astronema in the ring, or Corona in the ring. I wonder when she's going to fall down, Booker T says. Oh, so now you're taking bets when the overseer of leadership of the TWF is going to fall down thanks to wakefulness, Gorilla Monsoon said. Would you stop being out like that? So, Xia Li, it seems to me that you want to have a dare for your TWF light heavy, for TWF 24/7 winnings, which the TWF is happy to say they still have. Because WWE did away with theirs at the end of 2022 YL, and you know, a lot of folks out there didn't like it. But then again, the same folks that watch WWE aren't the same folks watching the TWF. So you want someone who's going to give you a dare for your TWF 24/7 winnings here today on NXT. So how about I just make that wish come true? But you ever heard that saying, Xia Li? It's an English saying. You need to be careful for what you wish for, because you might get it. So now you're going to be fighting someone. Astronema says. Alrighty, Clipter says. You want to know who you're going to be fighting? You want to know who you're going to be wrestling? Someone who's going to give you, you know, a dare for your TWF 24/7 winnings? Well, I would think it would be Astronema or Corone. But then again, we all know that she hasn't won any winnings and isn't really a dare or a threat to anyone. And I look at you, Ecliptor, and I think, yeah, you were a former TWF 24/7 fighter. Yeah, that may have been true. And yeah, I'm a former I'm a former TWF tag team fighter, 2 times with Triple H, 2 times with Godzilla, and 2 times with Andros. So, but you're not wrestling me today. Ecliptor goes, and Astronema says, you're not wrestling or fighting me, Xia Li. I already picked someone out for you to wrestle and fight against. Hopefully you have fun. Well, you know, I really think Booker T says that if Astronema or Corone or whatever she's calling her, whatever she wants to call herself, I hope that she would be bold enough, or, fearless enough, bold enough, or fearless enough, to get in the ring, to wrestle, to fight. Booker T says, telling you right now, Astronema Corona is no wrestler, no fighter, and the doll wasn't really made very well to be wrestled with or fought with. Gorilla Monsoon said, for you're needed. Well, He-Man says, here it comes. The man that Xia Li is going to be wrestling here today, will be fighting here today. It's Miko Sanatini. Well, this match is for the TWF 24/7 winnings. First, he is from Chicago Stead near, from Coxshare, from Illinois Reich. He is Miko Sanatini, and she is the TWF 24/7 fighter from Eastland, or the folk Reich of Eastland. Xia Li, standing. Now wait a minute, and don't forget. Xia Li going right after is taking down Miko Sanatini. Well, don't forget, Miko Sanatini Above the Law, or Miko Above the Law, was the first South that Steven Seagal played in his first film, Gorilla Monsoon says. So he knows all about some fighting craft. Oh! And he knocked down Xia Li, Gorilla Monsoon said. Well, I could tell you one thing, about him. He just showed up one day in the 8th month of last year, you know, He-Man said, we didn't ask for him. We didn't ask anyone to send him us. He just showed up one day, He-Man says. But he has been a good slight of the TWF ever since then, He-Man says. Yeah, he's handicapped because he's standing there holding a gun all the time. He really can't wrestle a fight very well, Booker T said. Oh, he got out of the way. And Xia Li just took him right down with those kicks she did. And how she beat sundriest wrestlers on NXT and on SmackDown and Raw. With that kick right there, Gorilla Monsoon said. And don't forget, also on main event or main show, He-Man says. Or how about the new show, Booker T said, called Speed, which is most likely going to take the stead of main event or main show. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF. Stand up. Come on, Xia Li. No. Here is your winner, and still the TWF 24/7 fighter, Xia Li. Xia Li is still the TWF 24/7 fighter, and she beat Miko Sanatini here today on NXT, Gorilla Monsoon says. That's right, He-Man says. Miko Sanatini, a fellow Italishslander is what you would call. His forekin came from Italishland, or Intalishland. Well, Mantorian, or Mantorish, would be my take, Gorilla Monsoon says. That'll be my take on it. You're not from Mantorish land. Stop lying, everyone, Booker T said. You were born in New Jersey Reich, in Manhattan Shire, and the 4-1 Reichs. You never were born in Mantoria or Mantorius land. So knock it off, Booker T said. Oh, Gorilla Monsoon said, you are getting near, Booker T. You are this near to me coming over there and knocking you out, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, how you gonna knock me out, Booker T said. You gonna give me the sky ship spin like you did too soon to be WWE Hall of Onlooker, Muhammad Ali, which is like you did to him in his first run in WWF? Booker T said. You know what, Gorilla Monsoon said? You know what? Just be thankful that I'm not in the ring wrestling anymore. Because if I was, I would spin you around like I did to Muhammad Ali. And I hadn't seen him since. Well, you did see him at WrestleMania 1, He-Man says. That was his last time he was in WWF at that time. But, well, okay, we need to talk to... Okay, we're getting off track, Booker. We're getting off track, Gorilla Monsoon said, thanks to this dummy. Alright, everyone, take it away to Bob Walk. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with Xia Li here today on NXT. Alright, Xia Li, you said that you want... Alright, Xia Li, you said you wanted more folks to dare you. You wanted someone, to dare you. That's what I said, Bob Walk. I said I wanted more folks to give me a dare. I asked the TWF 24/7 fighter. So what did they give me? Miko Sanatini from the film Above the Law, or Miko Above the Law? the first self that Steven Seagal played in his first film? Come on, that's not much of a dare. Some lawkeeper, former rest keeper, who is handicapped because he has to hold a gun all the time. And he can hit you with one hand and give you some kicks, that's fine. But the truth is, no one asked for him. You know, he just showed up out of nowhere last year, the eighth month of last year. And I beat him. Well, some folks would say that beating Miko Sanatini or any of the cells that Steven Seagal played over the years would be hard and in between. Let me tell you something right now, Bob Walk. Miko Sanatini, I beat him. So I don't know why anyone would be frightened or scared of Miko Sanatini. Alright? I did something that no one could do in that film. You know, Above the Law, or Miko Above the Law, I beat him. Well, you did, I'll give you that, Xia Li. Alright, that's my talk with Xia Li. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Thank you, Bob Walk, for talking with Xia Li here today. Thank you for talking with Xia Li here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got here for That's all the time we got here, you know, for NXT. That's all the time we got here for NXT. Gorilla Monsoon, He-Man, and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite or Mike.